Hey, my name is Micah Beverly, and I'm a guitar teacher here in Tempe, Arizona. You can check out my website, my guitar lesson website, from guitartomusic.com if you have any more questions, or if you possibly live local and you're interested in taking guitar lessons. If you don't live local, we could probably set up some kind of video chat, online guitar lesson. I've been thinking about doing that. So just send me a message and we'll figure that out. This is Jack Johnson's Better When We're Together. I'll take you through the four different parts that are in the song, and talk about the chord shapes that he uses and how we can do that. We can do it with a capo and we can do it without. I'm going to start without a capo here. Alright, so I am going to talk as though assuming that you know some basic chord shapes and you know kind of some of the stuff that I'm talking about. Alright, so that's without a capo, and basically we take, always remember on the guitar that you can, every chord shape that you've learned down here in first position, you can just move that up. You always have to keep in mind though that, say you're playing a C chord, you've got the first string and the third string that are open, they're ringing out there. So actually the shape looks like this. Notice my finger is basically on where the nut is. So always pretend like you have a magic sixth finger that's just holding down all the strings here. So if I move this C, I can move this up one, and it becomes a C sharp. But I gotta remember I gotta bar that right there. I can move it up again, it becomes a D. So it gets its name from where your pinky is holding down, or you could look at where your second finger is holding down. D sharp, E, F. And this song is in the key of F, and we start with an F in the shape of a C. All right? So that's the first. Then all we're doing is taking this F note and we're moving it down to an E, which is actually making it an F major 7 chord. I'll probably post some other lessons talking about chords and how chords and why they are the way they are, like chord formulas and stuff. But if we just move that down one, and we're going to swap our two fingers here so we can hold down both of those. Alright, then the third chord, we're basically all he's doing right here is taking this F, moving it down one to an E, and then moving that again down to a D note. So then we get a D minor 7. Alright, and then the fourth chord is just going to be a C major chord, and you want to use your 5th string bar chord there. So you're holding down the C note right there, and then on the 3rd fret, and then on the 5th fret, you got to bar those 3 right there. And then make sure your finger bends up there so we can get in the last string right there. Alright, so in essence, the first 4 chords you've got. Alright, then we want to come up and make a B flat. We're going to say B flat instead of A sharp, because it could be an A sharp major chord, but we're going to call it a B flat major chord. It makes more sense since we're talking about, since we're in the key of F major. More on that later again too. But so we've got B flat major bar chord there. Alright, and then this is kind of interesting. What we want to do here is we're taking, this is actually an inversion, so we play this A note, and then we're going to hold down these 3 right here and then play this A note. So it actually looks like a D chord, right? Remember what I said earlier about moving the shapes up? If you take a D chord down here, you're actually playing the D string open right there, so it's like your finger's sitting, oops, sorry, I wasn't in the picture there. It's like your finger's sitting right there, and then you want to move that straight up. Right? And then this is a popular thing to do with today's like pop and rock. It's been going on for about 10 years or so on the guitar, but you take the 3rd of the chord, which is down here on the 1st string, and we're going to put that up here on the top, on the 6th string. That's all we did. then you have a G minor, 6-string bar chord. A little hint about playing your bar chords: if you take the this knuckle on your finger on the side right here, if you take that and place that between the first and the second string, there you go. You're going to feel like the bone structure in your finger is going to be able to hold down all the strings, and you want to slightly rotate your finger just a little bit to the side, and there you go. And when you go to make 5th string bar chords, you want to do the same thing. You want to place this knuckle right in between the imaginary 0 string and the 1st string, and let the top of your finger, this is for 5th string bar chords, let the top of your finger touch that 6th string, so it just mutes it. Alright? Alright, not to get too far off track, so let's review real quick. A C shape, making an F major chord. Right? Now I bring my thumb up to mute the 6th string here. And then walk that F note down to the E. Walk it again down to the D, so we got a D minor 7. And then we have a C, B flat major. We got that inverted. Oh, I didn't ever tell you. This is actually this is an F chord, but with A in the bass, so it's called F/A. Whenever you see the little slash on chords, it means the first letter that you're seeing, just make that chord, and then the second letter that you're seeing after the slash, you got to put that note in one of the bass strings on the guitar. So this is F/A, G minor, and then back to C. Okay, let's go over the strum real quick for Better Together. I'm just going to play at regular speed, and then I'm going to slow it way down and see what you kind of pick out from that. And how you get that slap is just, it's basically you just smack the guitar right across the strings, and you'll get that kind of slapping sound. If your action, which is the distance between the strings and the fretboard, if the action is really high on your guitar, then you're not really going to get that. But if it's too low, you're going to get a lot of buzzing. So when you play, but anyway, so if you it's just down, down, up, slap, and then you kind of do a little. Jack Johnson's style is kind of it's like perfect sloppy in a way. So that's how he gets that real relaxed feel. And you'll notice when I come back up, I kind of, in a sloppy way, I'll either hit a few strings a little open, or I'll kind of drag. So work on that slap. It's you're actually going to be hitting, when you slap it down, also hit the strings at the same time with your pick. Just really get a smack in there. So I figure I'll just play along to pretty much the whole song, I think. I have to hit play and start playing at the same time, so. Chords. G minor to C. Then it's going to go back to the chorus. Part again. Oh, and then it the last part there, if you know your pentatonic scale, so if you played your F major pentatonic scale, the pattern one that you know, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but if you start your pinky on the second note of pattern 1 of the pentatonic scale, you're playing the major pentatonic scale. If you started your first finger on F here and played pattern 1, you're playing the minor pentatonic scale. So we want to place our pinky there and play pattern 1 of the pentatonic. Alright? Well, these down here on the first and second string, that's exactly what he's using. Right there is just the bottom part of the pentatonic scale. So pattern 1, pattern 2, and then pattern 5, which is right here. So pattern 1 would be pattern 2, it's kind of hard for you to see, I'm sure, and then pattern 5.